Good morning, everyone. We are live from Houston, Texas. This is Friday, June 29th, and it is show number 49. How exciting. As you can see, I'm somewhere else. I decided for some reason to, I don't know, set up in the man cave. I thought it'd be a nice change, so we'll see if it works. I checked the connection. I promise it should work, no problem. Good morning, Elisa. Good morning, Karen and Deborah that were here before the show, chatting in the chat room. It was nice to see you early. This is your first time to the show. Feel free to join the chat room. I'd love to hear from you. Tell me where you're from. I love to see new people too. Good morning, Maggie. Hey, Maggie says it works. Yay. Good morning, Captain Kristen. It's always so nice to see you. Oh, yes. I got my hair cut, Kristen. Got them all cut, actually. Trimmed off that in beard and mustache. I only grow the beard and mustache because I'm lazy. It's a lot of upkeep to keep it up. And shaving every day is just horrible. So I try to keep my neck shaved. But anyway, yeah, I got a haircut. I feel much better. It's really much better for the, summertime and in the pool. So here I am in the man cave. I'd show you the man cave, except there's a wire going this way connected to the ring light and a wire going this way connecting the iPad. So I can't move. I'm trapped. I do have my tea. I'm very happy about that. So yesterday, I was supposed to do windows, but I got rained out. I don't go up ladders when it's thundering. And I certainly don't try to wash outdoor windows when it's raining. So I have to do that today. But again, I'm going to wait until the afternoon. I'm not going to go out in the heat of the sun to try to wash windows. Whatever you use to wash your windows dries too quickly if it's in direct sun. So you're more likely to get streaks. So I'm not going to do that. And of course, I didn't finish my laundry. I'd like to say I'm a day behind on everything, but I'm really like 3 or 4 weeks behind. It just corresponds to Friday. I can't get caught up no matter what I do. I took that week off and I was going to get caught up on everything, and really I just it was like an onion. I just peeled a couple of the layers of the onion off. But that reminds me, coming up next week is the 4th of July. So I'm planning on doing the show every day, but probably not the 4th. I'll probably take the day off to celebrate with my loved ones. I think it's supposed to rain here in Houston, so we might not have any pool time. But so just FYI, next week I'll be here every day except, is that Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday is the 4th of July. So I can celebrate the holiday. And remember, just if you're planning on putting up a flag is on the 4th of July full staff. You can get them at Home Depot if you don't have one. But today, this happened last year also. Our friends over in Africa, they send us hurricanes. All the hurricanes originate in Africa usually. And they make the storm makes its way across the Atlantic and gets bigger and then hits us. But they also are so nice, they send us some of their sand. So right now, Houston's being, if you go outside and you look at the sun just right, it's kind of a pink haze. And that's all the Sahara sand that went airborne. And it's made its way all the way over here. And I've calculated about 43% of that sand has landed in my pool, which is right there. So my pool's a mess again. I can't catch up the pool either. I should automate and delegate the pool, I know. I know that. I'm getting to the point, it's been 3 years, and I'm at the point now that I understand how to do the pool. I can do the pool. I don't know if I have the time and the energy to keep up with it if Africa keeps dumping sand in it. So, yes, it's Sahara sand. Yes, Maggie, it's actually literally Sahara sand. It goes airborne out of Africa, and it makes its way up in the clouds across the Atlantic, and then it showers upon the Gulf Coast, and right now it's coming directly at Houston. So Julie says, happy Steamy Friday. Happy Steamy Friday to you too, Julie. Good to see you. 87 with 73% humidity. Yeah, I was watching the Weather Channel this morning. Uh, all y'all in the Midwest, it's going to be hot. And I also heard that there's a big storm in this and they lost all their electricity. Like thousands of people don't have it. So go to those cooling stations they have set up. Go to the mall, do something. Don't try to wait it out in the heat of your house if you don't have electricity. Please, safety first and stay hydrated, everyone. Tea doesn't count, I don't think. So what are all y'all gonna do this weekend? Does everyone have like a 5-day weekend because of the holiday? Is it 5 days? 4 days? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it'd be a 5-day weekend. Anyone going away? That'd be fun. Maggie says, God. Heat index of 105 today in West Michigan. I might turn my air conditioning on. I remember, Maggie, when we were kids, I always thought it didn't get super hot until August, like the second week of August, like after the family reunion. It was like, then it was so hot and it was so hard to sleep. But I didn't know it got this hot this early in Michigan. Okay, B, you only get Wednesday off. Well, me too. I'm only taking Wednesday off also. Deborah says, you are so funny. No 5-day weekend here. Well, Deborah, talk to your boss. Tell him you need 5 days off. If you don't have 5 days off, how can you get a manicure, a pedicure, a massage, and go to the beach? You have to have 5 days for all of those things. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Sandra. I'm glad you made it today. Sandra missed it yesterday, I think. It's good to see you. Julie has Wednesday off, but didn't take any others. So I thought businesses always gave 2 days off for a holiday, but it sounds like you get to take just the one day. Yeah, it sucks when it falls on a Wednesday, Julie. I agree. Sandra says she liked the way I think. I'm serious. You need more time for those things that make you feel better, right? You need to replenish and rejuvenate. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Maggie says she's leaving early on Tuesday. Does that count? Yeah, that's nice. Where are you going, Maggie? Hope somewhere cooler. That's what I hope for you. Don't go to Florida, Maggie. It's not cooler down here in the Gulf Coast. My big plans for the weekend is I'm really concerned about the state of the pool, to be honest. It's a little out of control. I have an algae issue again. And to get the algae under control, you have to shut the pool down for a couple days. And so maybe I'll look up, how to get a pool service to the house without breaking the bank. That would be nice, wouldn't it? I can't. Because it's really hard to keep up with the pool and also enjoy it. Because what happens is when I go out to the pool, like with the dogs especially, they play in the pool, I throw the ball and everything, but the whole time they're playing, I'm scrubbing the pool and checking chemicals, and I'm doing all the work instead of enjoying it. So that's no fun. Maggie is celebrating 25 years of wedded bliss. Happy anniversary, Maggie. You got married on the 3rd of July, if I remember correctly. I was at that wedding. It was lovely. It was a lovely wedding. Oh, the other thing I have to do this weekend is remember my entire plumbing system has to be replaced, including the line out to the sewer. Yay! And that's coming up in 3 weeks. So I have some paperwork I have to do this weekend for the insurance claim and also for the plumbing company because it's such a big project. So I need to get that checked off the list so that moves forward in a timely manner. If you didn't hear the follow-up, I'm not going homeless, so don't worry about that. I'm very happy that I'm not going to go homeless. Yes, Captain Housekeeper was at Maggie's wedding 25 years ago. I just was so skinny, I remember. That's when I lived in Mexico. It's easy to be skinny when you live in Mexico because the food is so organic. Julie was going to paint the outside of the house. Yeah, it's too hot, isn't it, Julie? The other thing is read the paint can because there are temperature ranges that you're supposed to apply paint or stain. It'll say like if it's going to get below a certain temperature in the next 24 hours, don't do it. So make sure you check that. Yeah, we were both skinny, Maggie. I have pictures to prove it. Hey, Me Miller Wright's here. Good to see you, Me Miller Wright. Always nice to see you. Wait, go back. Sandra's going to Belize for 10 days. Oh my gosh, you're going to see monkeys. That sounds like a lot of fun. Go to Belize, 10 whole days. Wow. And are you going to travel all over Belize or just stay on the beach? Both sounds fun to me. But I love the monkeys down there. I love the wildlife. That's what when I was in Belize a couple years ago, I was only there for a couple days, but all I did was take pictures of the wildlife. It was so much fun. And Belize is on Maggie's bucket list. Yeah. I don't have any travel on the books right now. I thought I did, but it was going to be between now and the plumbing project, and with everything I have to do, I canceled it today. So I won't be traveling this month like I had hoped. I was hoping to escape the heat a little bit, but it didn't work out. What are you going to do? Oh, there are 10 people here. Hi, 10 people. It's good to see you. This is your first time here. Please, please subscribe to the Captain Housekeeper YouTube channel. And after you subscribe, ring that little notification bell, because that's the only way to know when I go live, unless you have a really good memory. And sometimes it doesn't even work. Most of the times it does. The bell, not the memory part. Well, kind of that too. Anyway, yeah, so ring that little notification bell. Also, if you've noticed, if you've been coming to the show, if you come a little bit early, I have the stream, the video stream set up, and the chat room is open early. So you can always come and chat. I'm always just sitting here waiting anxiously, drinking my tea, waiting for everyone to show up. So I'd love to chat with you before the show starts. And I also noticed one other thing is, once I get those set up, if you were to go to my YouTube channel and you see the show set up, there's a place where you can set a reminder also. So if you need a reminder to come to the show, hit that set reminder. Sandra says, we're staying San Pedro Island and going all over, even a shopping day in Mexico. I love Mexico. I'm so jealous. Sandra, that sounds like such a great trip. Maggie says, tell us about your man cave. Is it for watching movies? Yes. Like I was saying earlier, I don't know if you were here yet. I was going to turn the camera so y'all could see it, but this is my first time set up here, and I ended up crisscrossing 2 electrical wires around me. So I can't move. I'm trapped. But I promise next time maybe I'll have it, I don't know, set up better so I can move it. But what I do is right there in front of me, we have recliners right here with cup holders and our little tables. And they recline, they're electric, and they actually have little plugs so you can plug in your devices. It's very high tech. And right in front of me is the big flat screen with the surround sound speakers around it. So yeah, this is where, right here, this way, is the pool with French doors. And I put a floor to ceiling curtain the entire length of that. And they're blackout curtains, so we can pull that and make it dark and fun. The room's not very big. This used to be my studio a couple years ago, before I moved into the guest bedroom, for more lighting. And it's long. It's kind of awkward for a studio. But for a man cave, it works out perfectly. So yeah, it's a lot of fun here. Things missing, kegerator. I need to get a kegerator, which Maggie is very aware of what a kegerator is, because her husband's a brewmaster. But that's a refrigerator that you put a keg in and you can pull your beer on it. So I'd like a kegerator right over there. And then it's pretty much finished. It's nice. It's nice. It's fun. Oh, Sandra, you're going on a girls' trip. Oh, that's even more fun. Good for you. It's always great when you can just let loose and have fun and not worry about anything. That's why, going on cruises is so much fun for so many people, because, if you go on a cruise and you have your people that are dependent on you, like, children and others. If you go on a cruise, then you don't have to cook. If you go and rent a house, like a beach house or something like that, you still have to do all the cooking and everything. It turns into, you've just transferred your domestic responsibilities to another location. So good for you, Sandra, going on a girls' trip. I went to, a couple of years ago, I went to a spa in Mexico, because, spas in Mexico are more affordable than spas in America. And it was it was fat camp, I'll be honest. I did really good too. But you got a massage every day, and you got different services, and the food was all locally sourced organic food. It was wonderful. But they when I was there with a buddy, but they packaged this as girls' trips. so you could like get a discount if you had like 10 or more girlfriends with you. It was really kind of cool because everyone was having so much fun. It was so relaxed, and you do water aerobics. It sounds great. Yes, cruises are so relaxing. I've never taken one of those big mega cruises though. You know, the ones with they're just massive with the whole courtyard down the middle of it. I haven't been on one of those. I don't know. It feels like that's just ticking time bomb, if you know what I mean. How big can these ships get before they can't handle the waves? I don't know. Maybe I'm just nervous. Anyway, so yeah, so that's my big weekend. If y'all are able to come back on Monday, I will be here Monday at the same time. I'm taking Wednesday off for the holiday, but that's the only day I'm going to take off. 10 people, 10 thumbs up already. That is math I can do. Hey, Beverly finally made it. She's still taking care of her dog that just got spay, and we have. Oh, you've been on 5 cruises, Pamela or Beverly. Good for you. That's fun. Twice a year. That sounds like fun. And in September, you go around the USA. How much fun is that? Yeah, I remember when both my girls were spayed. They were spayed. You know, they're 2 years apart. And Tamaya was so easy because she was by herself. So it was so easy just to keep her quiet, so her stitches didn't pull or anything. But Koyana, it was so hard. I actually, I'm not making this up. I was so worried because I was in the little boys' room, and I could hear her getting rowdy outside the door. I thought I thought I could have 2 minutes, right? And so I jumped up to go out to calm her down because she was playing with Tamaya, and I hit my head on the wall and got a concussion. That's my spay your puppy story. I ended up with a lump on my head and a concussion. But I got her to calm down, and then I was kind of like, oh. KB's been on boats, but not cruises. I don't think Maggie likes cruises either. Do you, Maggie? I know a lot of people that it just doesn't appeal to them because, you are kind of trapped on a boat, and that doesn't appeal to people. In between ports, all you can do is walk back and forth. That's it. The funnest thing to do, though, is when you're on a cruise, if there's high seas, wait till about 10 p.m. and then go to the casino and watch all the drunk people fall off their stools. It's hilarious. Take video. Ah, just snorted, sorry. Me Miller Wright said, how old are they now? In August, Tamaya will be 5. And in September, Koyana will be 3. They grow up so fast. And Chandler, I posted a picture of Chandler on Instagram this morning. She was sitting in a sunbeam. She just looks so sweet. Miss Chandler's over 17 now. She turned 17 in April, so she's doing really well. She's getting small, but she's doing really well. She can jump and do everything she needs to do. Unfortunately, senior cats have issues with the cat box and finding it, so we're kind of in that place right now where it's like, oh, look. That's not where it is, Miss Chandler. Keep going. Yes, she's very cute. Thank you. Beverly likes to casino watch also. Yeah, Maggie says not a fan of cruises. I have been on 2 with only 100 people on board, which is cool. Yeah, you know that river cruise, Maggie, I went on. I think it was a year in February. I went on one of those Viking river cruises, and it started in Amsterdam, and it went to Budapest, and did the whole length on the river there, went through all the locks and everything. But there were only about 100 people on that cruise, and it was so nice, such a difference. I mean, the big cruises are a party, but those little cruises are very, very nice. The service is nice, you get to know everyone. I made friends. I make vacation friends. This time they were from Australia. See, in the back of my head, I think I have a devious plan that if I keep making vacation friends with people from all around the world, then when I get to retirement age, I can just go visit them all. Have a place to stay. It's not just a hat rack, my friend. Yes, my girls are young. Oh, you have a 14 and a half. Is your dog big or small? Small dogs, I think, live longer, don't they? Beverly likes South Beach and Miami. You know, I've only flown in and out of Miami, and I've always wanted to go and explore it, but every time I think of doing it, it's summertime, and it's so hot. You know, the thing about Houston is it's so far away from everything, so road trips are not that exciting. You know, in New England, you could take a road trip and go to lots of different places, but here in Houston, you can drive for 2 hours and you're still in the city limits. So day trips and stuff aren't that much fun. But all I ever do is dream about getting somewhere cooler, somewhere less humidity, somewhere higher elevation. Although Miami actually looks fascinating, and the culture and the architecture look fascinating too. Maggie says she has vacation friends from New Zealand. I hope to visit them someday. Hope they don't mind. Well, you know, if you just show up, what can they do? Yeah, New Zealand looks beautiful. I just found out my niece is moving there. Um, Her wife is a Marine, and I don't know if they got transferred. I haven't followed up on the details, but yeah, it looks like it's going to be family in New Zealand. Alaska's nice this time of year. Yes, I love Alaska. I've been there a few times. It's quite beautiful. Haven't explored it as much as I'd like to though. So, okay, people. Beverly, just because you're in charge of your house doesn't mean you have to do everything. Automate and delegate. Here I am preaching, right? I'm looking at that pool and I need to automate and delegate that pool. It's become a problem and it's weighing down on everything else I have to do. So I need to go do that. And please like this video on your way out. Share it with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't. I need those subscriber numbers to hit 1,000 by October, I think. And I'm only at 600, so it'd really help me out if you invited your family and friends to subscribe to my YouTube channel too. I would appreciate it. When I get done here, I'm going to make a new tips and tricks video, which I'm excited about, and hopefully have that uploaded this afternoon. So if you subscribed and push the alert button, you'll be alerted when that new video gets uploaded.